A storm seems to be brewing in Montecito, California, and Prince Harry is reportedly at the center of it. Sources close to the Sussexes suggest that the prince is under mounting stress as the life he and Meghan Markle envisioned on the West Coast faces serious challenges. What once seemed like a bright new beginning has now become a source of tension, isolation, and uncertainty. Harry, the prince who famously stepped away from his royal responsibilities to protect his family, is said to be struggling with a deep sense of regret. Those around him suggest he is increasingly questioning the decisions that led him to this point, as the public, professional, and personal landscapes he relied on begin to unravel. Friends and insiders describe him as feeling trapped, like the freedom he sought is slipping through his fingers, leaving him emotionally vulnerable. At the heart of the situation is the California dream the couple pursued. When they arrived, the expectation was that Hollywood would welcome them with open arms and that their media and production ventures would flourish. Instead, insiders report professional setbacks, underwhelming projects, and strained relationships with collaborators. The couple's production company, Archwell Productions, once heralded as a major new voice in entertainment, has reportedly failed to deliver the content or influence expected by industry insiders. Their $25 million Spotify deal has also reportedly not gone as planned. The podcast initiative, which launched with attention-grabbing headlines, did not achieve the critical or commercial success many anticipated. Executives and collaborators have expressed frustration over inconsistent work output, and public reception has been lukewarm. Observers suggest that the high expectations set for the Sussexes were never fully aligned with the practical realities of running media enterprises in a highly competitive environment. In addition to these professional hurdles, the couple's social life in Montecito appears to be more complicated than expected. While initially welcomed with curiosity and warmth, sources indicate that maintaining friendships has become increasingly difficult. The couple is said to have developed a reputation for being hard to connect with, and some neighbors and acquaintances reportedly find interactions with them challenging. Those who once attended parties and gatherings now maintain distance, leaving the family more socially isolated than they anticipated. Insiders also report tension within the household itself. While Harry has expressed nostalgia and longing for the United Kingdom, the traditions, the extended family, and the sense of purpose provided by his royal life, Meghan reportedly remains resolute in her desire to stay in the United States. Friends say this difference in outlook has created friction, leaving Harry feeling torn between two worlds, the one he left behind and the one he helped build but now feels is failing. Financial pressures are compounding the stress. Maintaining a $16 million estate comes with enormous costs, from property upkeep to security and staffing. While the couple initially had substantial financial support through media deals and personal resources, sources indicate that income streams are fluctuating and sustainability has become a growing concern. The financial picture is further complicated by legal disputes and public scrutiny, adding pressure to an already stressful situation. Staff turnover has reportedly become a major problem. Key aides, advisors, and household employees have left at alarming rates, leading to instability in both personal and professional operations. Those who remain face a highly demanding environment, according to insiders, making it difficult to execute long-term projects or maintain consistency. The loss of experienced personnel has further hindered the Sussexes' ability to grow and stabilize their ventures. Experts observing the couple's trajectory suggest that the public image they cultivated, one of freedom, modernity, and celebrity influence, is being challenged by the realities of life in Montecito. Media coverage, public perception, and industry skepticism have created a feedback loop of pressure, forcing the couple to confront the limits of their influence outside the royal system. Harry, in particular, is said to feel the weight of public scrutiny and the difficulty of navigating a world that he once approached with optimism. Perhaps most striking, sources indicate that Harry is exploring ways to reconnect with his former life in the United Kingdom, despite years of public separation and criticism. Attempts at reconciliation with family members are reportedly cautious and limited, highlighting the lasting consequences of past decisions. The idea of returning or regaining influence within royal circles appears fraught with obstacles, both practical and emotional. Observers suggest that the current situation represents a critical juncture. Harry and Meghan face a series of choices: continue down the path they have built, attempt reconciliation with the royal family, or carve a new path that allows them to redefine their roles on their own terms. Each option carries significant challenges and potential risks, both for their personal well-being and for the future of their family. Insiders describe a picture of a couple in transition, a prince grappling with regret and nostalgia, and a wife determined to shape her destiny outside the constraints of tradition. Together, they are navigating professional failures, financial strain, social isolation, and marital tension. The unfolding narrative highlights how complex personal decisions intersect with public scrutiny, media narratives, and the realities of life in the spotlight. In short, what was supposed to be a fresh start in California has become a delicate balancing act. Harry's longing for connection, combined with Meghan's ambition and the pressures of their environment, have created a situation that is unpredictable and emotionally charged. The challenges they face are a mixture of self-created consequences and external pressures, offering a glimpse into the realities of attempting to live life on one's own terms after leaving an institution as significant as the British monarchy. The story unfolding in Montecito is a reminder that freedom comes with responsibilities, that personal reinvention is rarely easy, and that even wealth and fame cannot insulate anyone from the consequences of past choices. Harry and Meghan's journey in California may continue to evolve, but what is clear is that the couple is navigating a period of profound difficulty, one that will shape the next chapter of their lives and test the resilience of both their marriage and their public personas. While Harry and Meghan's story began with optimism and a vision for a new life in America, sources suggest that reality has proven far more complicated. The couple's California ventures, once considered promising, have encountered hurdles that have tested their patience, resources, and relationships. Observers note that professional setbacks, social isolation, and personal tension have combined to create an unusually challenging environment for the Sussexes. Industry insiders report that Archwell Productions, intended as a platform to showcase the couple's creative and philanthropic efforts, has underperformed relative to expectations. Several high-profile projects failed to gain traction, leaving executives and collaborators frustrated. Similarly, the couple's podcasting initiatives did not meet projected engagement levels, casting doubt on the sustainability of their media influence. The perception in Hollywood appears to have shifted, with some executives reportedly cautious about investing time or resources into collaborations with the couple. In addition to these professional struggles, social dynamics have reportedly changed dramatically. When Harry and Meghan first arrived, they were welcomed as international figures with connections to royalty and celebrity alike. However, sources suggest that maintaining meaningful social connections has become increasingly difficult. Alleged personality clashes, high expectations, and intense scrutiny have contributed to a perception that the couple is hard to relate to, leading to a sense of isolation in Montecito. Marital tension is another element shaping the current narrative. Friends and insiders describe Harry as experiencing deep emotional conflict, torn between the life he left behind in Britain and the one he helped create in California. Meghan, meanwhile, is reportedly focused on building a life in the United States and has little desire to revisit her former home. This divergence of priorities has placed pressure on their marriage, prompting difficult conversations about their future and the paths they wish to pursue individually and as a couple. Financial pressures compound these challenges. Operating a $16 million estate, funding security, maintaining staff, and managing charitable operations requires substantial resources. While the couple initially had support from inheritance and media deals, fluctuating revenue streams and high expenditures are creating strain. Legal disputes, public scrutiny, and failed ventures add layers of complexity to an already challenging financial landscape. Staff turnover has become a recurring theme in Montecito. Key aides, advisors, and household personnel reportedly leave at a rapid pace, leaving the remaining team under intense pressure. This instability undermines operational efficiency and makes it difficult to sustain projects or long-term initiatives. Observers note that repeated departures suggest deeper structural and relational issues within the household and professional team. Public perception has also shifted dramatically. Initial curiosity and sympathy have given way to skepticism, and critics have questioned the couple's influence, relevance, and management of ventures. Polls suggest declining approval both in the United Kingdom and the United States, and the couple's public image is increasingly seen as controversial rather than admired. Media coverage has mirrored this trend, emphasizing setbacks and challenges rather than successes. Harry's reported attempts to reconnect with his family in the United Kingdom highlight the emotional complexities at play. While there may be desire for reconciliation, years of public separation, criticism, and personal revelations make such efforts difficult. Observers suggest that even with goodwill on both sides, the practical and symbolic barriers to reintegration are high. Looking forward, the Sussexes face a series of difficult choices. Continuing their current trajectory may lead to further isolation and dwindling influence. Attempting reconciliation with the royal family could offer emotional closure, but may not resolve underlying tensions or restore public favor. Alternatively, they could pursue a new path entirely, redefining their roles on their own terms outside both Hollywood and royal structures. Each scenario carries risks, and the decisions made in the coming months are likely to define the couple's legacy. Sources describe the current state as a test of resilience. Harry is reportedly grappling with regret, nostalgia, and the desire for purpose, while Meghan remains committed to building a life centered on ambition and independence. Together, they are navigating professional setbacks, financial strain, social isolation, and marital tension, an extraordinary combination of pressures that few families experience, regardless of status. Ultimately, the situation in Montecito serves as a case study in the challenges of personal reinvention after leaving deeply structured institutions. Wealth, fame, and attention provide opportunities, but they do not guarantee fulfillment, stability, or success. Choices have consequences, and even those with resources and privilege must navigate complex emotional, financial, and social landscapes. For Harry and Meghan, the path forward is uncertain. While the allure of Hollywood and the promise of independence brought them to California, sources suggest they are now confronting the limits of what can be achieved outside the institutions and systems they once left behind. The next phase of their story may involve compromise, reflection, or further reinvention, but the challenges they face are formidable, and the stakes remain high. The unfolding narrative underscores a timeless truth. Personal freedom and ambition, no matter how carefully pursued, cannot eliminate the consequences of past choices. For Harry and Meghan, the California dream they chased has evolved into a complex reality, testing their marriage, professional ventures, and public image in ways that will likely shape their lives for years to come.